Alright, so it's been a minute. Hey everybody. I got an Elden Ring. That's not why it's been a minute. That sounds bad. It's been a minute because of life stuff, just taking care of responsibilities and prioritizing the people that are important to me. But I have had Elden Ring and I have been playing, and so I figured let's get back to doing that. This is my character from the very beginning. Just a beautiful game. I'm loving it. But to be real, like I had to go back and remember how to play these types of games again. Anyone that's familiar with Soulsborne's games knows it's just really about like your builds and your stats and how do you utilize your character's strengths. And so like this character, she's a high dex, dual wield, and I wasn't doing any of that. It was, double handing one weapon, so I'm not using her even remotely to her best potential. And so we got rough a lot of times in the beginning because of that. And to be honest, I just was running away a lot from things. I got greedy. Get out of here, wolf. And that and getting beat up a lot. I mean, just beat on by everybody. Dude don't even have pants, and he got scraggly hair, but he's kicking the shit out of me. Bro, why are you so strong? Ugh. I'm getting tones rough. And then you really gonna come gloat up on me like this, bro? Please. Back into that tree and but I really was aimless. I wandered around, didn't know where I was going, what I was doing, who I was supposed to be fighting, and so I fought a lot of things that I really had no business fighting. And the result was that I died a lot.
Is this not the spot with the? Okay, it is.
And although genuinely really enjoying the story and lore.
Oh, hat lady.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna.
On the real, more often than not, I didn't know what was going on or who I was talking to, meeting, missing whole mechanics in the game like summoning or being able to pass time.
I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between.
Yeah, of course.
How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who the two fingers are.
I mean, for like tens of hours in this game, I was at a complete loss as to who anyone was or what they were telling me.
Who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
I mean, yeah, sure. Cool. Thanks. Cool little lore, I think we'll pass some time. It's my first time doing that.
It was so bad that in the beginning I was going into boss fights completely unprepared. I'm gonna look down at my flasks. I got one. The game gives you 3 to start, and I'm going into a fight with 1.
Oh, he's fast. Much faster than I was expecting.
Who does this? Who goes into a boss fight like this?
But it was alright. At the very least, I started to put together the combat. I was getting better at it. And, to be real, I have a lot of years of gamer skills and knowledge to put towards any game I play. Decades, really. And, and I'm talking like the old school, like the original Mario Brothers, original Legend of Zelda, where it's like you only get 3 hearts. You can only take 3 hits. Your only attack is jump. Like, I have all those old gamer strats and muscle memory built into me that I can apply to games now. And so, on the real, I gotta utilize that stuff, especially if I want to progress in a game like this.
Oh, jump the shit! Ow! Yes. Enemy filled with Flame Drake Talisman. Cool.
And although, as you just saw, most of my beginning hours were spent aimlessly wandering around without direction, not knowing where to go, I was putting it together. I was coming across some big enemies that it looked like I shouldn't be able to beat and killing them. I was progressing into new places, you know, facing all kind of bizarre enemies that I didn't expect. You know, found myself in dark dungeons and caves and caverns with spooky dudes with giant shields and insane attacks, and I was still killing them. I was putting it down.
As you progress and move forward in a game like this, you'll want to share what you've accomplished with your friends online. Quite annoying.
Apex, Hunt, and PUBG all have updates for me.
Dang.
And they'll definitely be
Well, it's like
interested in
we're
what you have to
playing
say. And what you're doing.
I mean, we could try playing Remnant too.
Oh yeah, no, I was just joking because that was the one you had said that you was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna die. Okay, cool. Whew. I still had a jump left.
I mean, like, they'll definitely won't be
Oh, you're
ignoring.
cool looking, but you look real deadly, and I
I
don't want to
haven't
be
turned
here.
on my PlayStation since like I passed it.
Hello, Ghost. And they'll definitely appreciate when you do voiceovers for them about what the characters are saying in game.
There it is. The tower. Finally, I can return to our home. Bathed in rays of gold.
That was how the ghost sounded.
They
I am
will applaud your
100% positive.
efforts.
I believe it.
So perhaps in what is one of the most important markers and milestones in your progression in any Soulsborne game, including Elden Ring, having new outfits, fashion, drip,
I have something similar.
Elden
going.
Bling, if you will.
I want to get that.
They're markers not only of your advancement and progression and get finding rewards and treasures, but also usually
That's pretty good.
you're going to be wearing them for a while, so you want to find something that you enjoy looking at, or
Wonder
you
if I
think your
can
character either
alter
looks
this. What's
good
his name?
or funny or both in. Like in this case,
Where are you, little?
I don't really use that
little
armor too
sappy?
much, but that hat, that's
Hey,
prime
it's
hat.
finally not raining.
I still wear that hat.
There he is. Hey, Buck.
Buck the seamster, are you?
Eventually, I did get back to actually adventuring, not just playing Elden Bling. I spotted a few things, found some stuff that I was scared to fight, like that dragon, and found some stuff I wanted to fight, like this little night guy on that bridge. And so I went on and did those fights. I went to go utilize all those decades of skills I had talked about. And the nice thing about being a little bit older and having all those years behind you of gaming is that you mature a bit, you know? You play a little bit more calm and collected. You don't rage out for no reason.
Come on, let me jump, please. That's bullshit.
Okay, so maybe you still get frustrated from time to time.
Don't you? Oh, you real son of a bitch.
But, you know, for the most part, you mature up.
Oh, what is this? What the fuck is this? Okay, maybe I can take advantage of this because he might be like stuck. Don't you? No, 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 no.
Alright, and to go back and bring up a point that I mentioned earlier in the game, I'm doing my walkthrough completely blind for my first playthrough of Elden Ring. I still haven't finished. I think I'm in the last, like, half to last third of the game in where I'm at now. But I'll share some more of those videos coming up. But I want to talk about the fact that the reason I think it's important and more enjoyable to do a blind playthrough for your first playthrough as opposed to doing walkthroughs. And for the people that do that, that's fine, that's great. For me, part of what I get from games like this, from the Soulsborne games, from Elden Rings, from tough, you know, quote, hardcore games, or games that have, you know, high difficulties, because you get a sensation of accomplishment and reward and achievement for the things that you've done. I'm going into this fight here with this guy, you know, still not utilizing my character to the best or the most efficient you know, like maximums for their build, their stats. But you know, you just work your way through it. You find a way to make it work, and you get that sensation of like, I overcame the odds. I toppled the obstacles. I figured something out despite not entirely knowing how or what I should be doing. And I think it gives you an experience that you can't get if you're watching guides or reading walkthroughs ahead of time, knowing the best way to approach something. Yeah, it makes the game probably a little bit quicker and easier, and you don't have scenarios like this where you just barely finish something off by the skin of your teeth, but then you lose out on that experience. You lose out on the anxiety and the pressure, and then the relief of being like, oh man, I pulled it off. Even if you sometimes end up in scenarios where you did kill it, but it also killed you. Also, I'm not 100% positive I have that stuff in my inventory. Alright, so we'll finish it up on this last little fight, which I felt was like a pretty good fight. It was something in the moment I was really happy of, because I had tried and failed a couple of times at this boss before. And came in with a different weapon and a different kind of like approach, I guess, to the fight. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I hope this is something that you find entertaining in some way. I tried to incorporate some of my elements of humor into it, as well as just some of my moments of gameplay where I felt like I was playing well or did something cool or found something interesting. And I'm gonna put some more videos together, more progressing through the story. The next couple videos will probably focus a little bit more on some of the boss fights as I progress through the actual story, and start to get to some of the later areas that I'm in now. I'm not 100% positive of how many videos it'll be, but we'll see. Hopefully you join me in this adventure. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.